Hey there, let's talk about number 23 of our foundational supersize business strategies. This is the habit strategy. I love this one. It's one of my own personal favorites, which makes it one of my business favorites as well. So I want to share quickly 25 and then another list of 25, if I can do it in an appropriate amount of time. Habits that we want to form and start doing if we're not doing them already. Chances are you're doing some. Whenever we have a modicum of success, we usually attribute it to or find out that it's got something to do with a habit that we've created. Maybe you have a habit of showing up consistently. Maybe you have a habit of having a great morning routine, etc. And those are some of the things that we'll talk about. But quickly, I want to run through a list of 25 things to do for your business. But I also want to talk quickly about the top 25 habits to form as an individual. Because guess what? The way we set habits and get them to stick for our business is by setting a good example and being a role model for other people. If you have a habit of going out and partying with the group every Friday and Saturday night, guess what? That's a habit that everybody else in the organization is forming. And while that might be okay in the beginning of building and growing your business, as your business grows and incorporates more people, it's probably not an appropriate strategy. Saw a Netflix movie about one of the tech companies that was totally out of control and outrageous for that. Can't remember what it was. I think it was the renting spaces one, sharing spaces. Anyway, doesn't matter. Let's talk about these habits quickly so I don't go too long. 25 habits that you want to incorporate into your business. Number 1, go to bed early so you can wake up early. The early bird catches the worm. We talked about that when we used to talk about idioms, and it is oh so true. Now, if you're not naturally a morning person, this one can be a hard one to adopt. And there's no hard, fast rule that says you got to go to bed early to get up early. You have to work the schedule that's right for you and your body clock and things. But you have to work it in a way that sets a good example and is a role model for the organization that you're growing. You want to boost your investment in innovation, making sure that you are paying attention to and adopting new technologies, new innovations, new ways of doing things. Creating, I say, if you really want to be successful, you're creating those innovations and adopting those things first in your organization to create a competitive advantage. You want to balance technical debt, meaning pay attention to your finances. Have a zero inbox. I will admit I absolutely epically have failed at that one since I had troubles with my vision. I used to, when I was in corporate America, I would never leave on a Friday afternoon unless I was working the weekend, until I had 10 or less emails in my inbox. Everything else had to be dealt with. And usually the 10 things, and I usually try to get it to 0, but I would allow myself 10 so I could actually go home sometimes. And I found that it was a lot less stressful because I knew that there was a manageable amount of stuff in my box when I was coming in either for the next day or for Monday. I would go for 0 on the weekends, but during the week, sometimes, depending on how things landed, I wouldn't necessarily be able to clean out my inbox. But it is a great strategy. It takes a lot of stress out of us. Then the next one they had was eat the frog, meaning prioritize your productivity. Do the most important tasks for your day. Prioritize them. Know what they are. Do those first thing in the morning. I have always been a morning person, but one of my secrets in corporate America was I showed up hours before anybody else ever did during every business day, every day I worked. Why? Because I knew that those 3 or so hours before everybody else hit the office were my most productive day. I would get more done in that early time when there wasn't everybody under the sun at the office than in the entire rest of the day, sometimes than in the entire rest of the week. And that made it possible for me to do very, very well. Use the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule. If you don't know what that is, we can talk about it. Master time management. Guess what? We all only get 24 hours in any day. And to me, mastering time management means prioritizing how you are going to use your time and use it to the best of your ability and wisely. Set goals. I did learn something new today called MITs. I think it means most important tasks. Have 2 or 3 of those and make sure you're knocking those out every single day. If you don't get anything else done, but if you get your 2 or 3 most important tasks done, then you know that you're setting yourself up for success. And the less important things will get done in another day, or maybe you delegate them and they get done by someone else. Track and analyze any number or anything that's important to you and your business and your growth. Networking, is important. Connecting to people. Now, connecting to people is different to me than just networking. Networking is meeting new people, finding new connections and things, but connecting to them is really connecting to them as a human being, a person is a whole new level of connection. Well, we'll network with thousands of people during our career and our businesses, but we'll probably only have true connections with maybe 20 people or so. It'll be different for each and every one of us. If you're an extrovert, it's probably like 220. If you're an introvert, it's probably 10. But I think you understand the point. The connection is different than just networking. Ask questions and show interest. I always say people will tell you everything you need to know if you ask a question and then listen to the response. Positively add positive value to everything and all that you do. I think this one's just kind of a core value. If you are not putting something positive out into the world, why are you doing it? If you're not spending your energy in a positive way, why are you doing that? Keep a journal and reflect. Think about relationships, situations, deals that went bad or good. Learn those lessons of the things that didn't work out the way we wanted so we don't have to repeat them, and build on the strengths and the things that have gone well. I can't read my writing. Get a mentor. Find yourself a mentor if you're new to business, or even if you're in an industry where you want to really grow and build and supersize. A mentor is the fastest, easiest way to do that. Commit time to those in need, meaning contribute and help others. We're doing a whole month of contribution growth in the Let's Grow Annual Challenge. Stay on budget. And again, it's easy when you're having success and the money's flying in to just get a little extravagant, but keep in mind that you put business plans and financial plans in place for a reason, and that if you adhere to them and use your money or invest your money wisely and create multiple streams of income, you'll have much better long-term success. Match the success of others, meaning in your industry, excuse me, find someone that you idolize. They're just really killing it. They're doing a great job in your industry. They're super successful, and pay attention to them. Pay attention to what they do. Pay attention to what they say. Pay attention to how they operate. Pay attention to their habits. Don't copy or clone them, but learn from them and apply what works for you and was appropriate for you. Take action. I will say that having an action-oriented habit of deciding and taking action quickly is a huge benefactor in your ability to supersize and grow your business. Practice mindfulness, act respectfully toward others, treat people the way you want to be treated. We just talked about that. That is a core value of mine, but it's also an imperative in building and growing your business. Don't be afraid to ask for help is the final one for businesses. Now, personal ones, it says habits you want to pick up. I'm just going to quickly read this list. Exercise, meditation, gratitude, sleep hygiene, meaning get more sleep, drink more water, reading. Do you have a habit? Are you a reader? Readers are leaders, and that sounds like a cliche, but it's absolutely 100% true. Why? Because you have more access to knowledge and wisdom and information, what's been done before, what works, what doesn't work, how other people have made things that people told them were impossible work, etc. Change up your routine once in a while. Learn something new. Make your bed. I got that habit from my son. Thank you very much. Enjoy a hobby. If you don't have a hobby, if you have no interests outside building your business, for some of us that's really difficult, then you need to get one, at least one. I have a couple of sisters that really don't have hobbies, and as we're getting older, they're finding it stressful to let go of certain things because they don't have something else to be interested in and fill that void that's created when we stop working or stop doing business. Eat good food, pay attention to what you eat, journal, do meal prep, brush your teeth. It's interesting that we think we have to tell people to create the habit of brushing their teeth. Listen to podcasts. Podcasts now there's literally millions of them on any topic of interest. It's a great way to find a new hobby. Listen to some podcasts on things you might be interested in. Move your body, set goals together if you're in a relationship, or set goals just in general. Develop a healthy sleeping routine. Be positive. Practice mindfulness. Nap. There's one I don't do. It's not a habit of mine. Prioritize tasks and say no. Learn to say no. That is one that I learned and have been working on for a long, long time. That and ask for help. All right, love to know about your habits that you use to supersize and grow your business. And keep in mind, we build our personal habits first, and then we build those good habits into our organization and into our culture to grow and build and supersize and to make the world a better place with our business. All right, looking forward to hearing your favorite business habits. Share in the comments below. And I will, of course, be with you tomorrow with another foundational supersized business strategy. Have a great day.